All right, so let's talk about what this man, his name is Michael Proctor, said about Texas A&M, or he mentioned Texas A&M. Give you a little bit of background. This man testified and investigated a case where this woman here, this is in Massachusetts back in 2022, was accused of taking her truck and backing up into her boyfriend, cop boyfriend, who was actually a cop for the Boston Police Department. She was accused of killing him. He died tragically. So they accused her. She says that actually she dropped him off at another cop's house, and he went inside, and then ended up dead on the front yard in the morning. About 6 in the morning is when they found him. That's her story. Uh, the cops say, or the prosecutors say, she did it. So they had a guy investigate it. His name was Michael Proctor. He was with Massachusetts. He's a state trooper, investigator, whatever he is. I guess he's just an investigator, former state trooper. Um, he investigated it, testified, and they found out that he wasn't such a great guy. They found a bunch of text that he had written to his other cop friends and other friends about this case, calling Karen Reed a bunch of names. Karen Reed um, is the defendant here. His name is John O'Keefe, the cop that passed away. So anyway, they found these texts, and so now she got acquitted because there was no evidence that she actually committed a crime. So that's good. Even if she did, there was no evidence she committed a crime, so they couldn't prosecute her. But I don't think she hit him with the vehicle. Okay, so this guy Michael Proctor, she ended up suing him, subpoenaed a bunch of his texts, going all the way back to 2013, and they found this text in there. This text is let me just have somebody read it for you. They have an AI reader here. Listen to what he says.
You notice that nigga's headband from A&M? Would have been nice if they were still our slaves. Then I wouldn't have to go pick up Bertucci's. Hey, nigger, go fetch Bear's wings and pizza.
Again, Proc.
Okay. So I don't know why they they bleep out some of the N word and not the other. I don't know. Maybe if it ends in an AS, it's not as bad. Okay, so that's what he said in 2013 about a man named Ben Cash King, or Cash Out King Molina. I think that was his nickname. He ended up playing for the Cowboys and I think the Texans for a little bit. He's retired now. That was 13 years ago. Anyway, that's what he said about A&M, or Ben Molina. Now, they took about 2 years, and there's two factions here. One is most people believe that Karen Reed didn't do it, and obviously they all know. Well, those people know that these cops are corrupt. Then there's the other smaller, those people that back the blue 100% all the time and refuse to believe that those texts about Karen had anything to do with the trial, or they didn't think that they should bring it in simply because that was personal comments. One thing before I go, I want to point out something to you that I don't really blame the guy. I mean, it's a good thing we know how he feels, right? I mean, he's expressed his feelings, and we know how this guy feels. I do a little bit of profiling myself from time to time. I tell you what, I profiled when I first started watching this case. I saw every bald guy that went up there, every single bald person that testified, and I thought they were all skinheads and racists. Hey, guess what? I think I was right. And let me tell you when I tell people that, when I see somebody who's bald, I just think they're a racist. I realize not everybody that's bald is racist, but it's like when you see something over and over, it's kind of like probably how this guy feels about black people or Asian people and all Jewish people and everybody he commented about. Only thing is, mine is from actual experience with bald-headed law enforcement officials who are also, um, like correction officers, things like that work in prisons and work in jails. And most of the time, it appears they are racist. I would say it probably is over 80% true. Now, does that mean that every single one is? No. I say that about 20% aren't. So I'm not going to say that all of them are, but in my experience, and it turns out, in this case, it was true. The other people that testified, this guy here, Trooper Joe Paul, who, Trooper Joe, it just did, Paul. That was his explanation for how the accident happened. It just did. Whenever they scientifically proved that she couldn't do it, he just said it just did. It's another racist guy, Tully. And I say that because every single person knew this guy, knew this trooper, Michael Proctor. And if you didn't know he was like that, then you're just stupid. You didn't have to read his text to tell. This guy right here is one of the creepiest one out of all of them. He's this wimpy guy named Brian Albert who plays a tough guy on TV, and that's literally he does. He's with the Boston Police Department now, retired. Claims he's a boxer, but I saw him box. And hey, Brian, keep your hands up. I don't think somebody. He may be able to beat some people up, but he's been known to blindside drunk cops when he's angry with them. This guy right here, Chris Albert, he's a brother. Oh, by the way, they found the body of John O'Keefe on this man's front yard and didn't search his house or ever think that he was a suspect. Okay, this is his brother, Chris Albert, who was not there for most of the night, but he testified also, and I want to end it with this. This is true. This man here actually did kill somebody with his vehicle. That is 100% true. This man killed somebody in his car and then fled the scene. And he's out there, free and clear, scot-free, didn't serve any time for it. That is a true story. Y'all have a good day.